Hi everyone. Today I am in Moab area and it's already getting pretty warm. It is 7:15 in the morning here, but gotta film now because it's gonna get hot. If you've never been to Utah, it's absolutely beautiful. Yesterday we went to Arches and Canyonlands, and tomorrow we're gonna go to Capitol Reef. But everywhere you drive here, you just can't even believe the scenery. So highly recommended if you've never been here. We are gonna have a very easy yoga class today. We're gonna stay on the ground the whole time, no standing poses, so nice and relaxing. And I hope you enjoy it. So we are going to just start in a comfortable seated position. So if you like to sit crisscross or do an easy seat or a cobbler's pose or whatever works for you. All right, we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. So let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. Deep breath out. This last time, try to get all that extra stuff out of your lungs. Get rid of all the bad and think about all your peace. So breathe in and breathe out. All right. Not as many bird sounds usually here, but I do hear some right now, so hopefully you guys can hear them too. Okay, we are going to do a little stretch out for our head, so let's just go forward. Kind of try to just let it fall forward. And then back behind you. Again, this first time, just let it fall behind you. Now forward. You can put your hands on your head if you can take a little bit more stretch. And then backwards. Just let that fall all the way back. Open up your front area, your chest and your neck, and come back to neutral. Let's go ahead and look to your left. And back to the middle. Look to your right. Hopefully you have something beautiful to see like I do. These mountains here are called buttes. I learned that in the Dakotas last year. All right, and then let's look back over to the left. And center. And back to the right. And center. And let's just do a tilt. So tilt to the left. Just kind of let it fall down. Come back up to the middle. Over to your right, tilt. Let it fall down. And back to the center. This time, if you want to use your hand to get a little bit more stretch, try to pull this shoulder down while you're doing that. Lengthen everything there. And come back to the middle. On the other side. Again, remember to drop your shoulder. It's a big place of tension for all of us. And back to the middle. All right, we're just gonna do some trunk rotations. So just come around. Try to loosen everything up in your lower back and your hips before we start doing some stretching. Okay, and let's go the other way. And one more. And let's stop here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do our figure of 4. So take your left leg, put your ankle over by your knee. Go ahead and get this wherever position works for you. You might want to start down with your foot farther away And then you're pushing on this knee, trying to get a good stretch on your hip. And again, you can be wiggling around to find out what works for your body and where you get that sweet spot for you, because everyone's going to be different. And let's change those out. Again, it's going to be different on this other side, so find what works for you. I just like to push with my arms back here to help push my hip forward to get a better stretch on this knee. And come on back down. And then we're going to do it on this side again. Get a nice stretch forward. And then just drop your foot to the side. Again, trying to stretch out here. Push here if you need to. Come on back up. Switch out. Push forward. Get a nice stretch in that hip. And drop this down to the side. Just try to get a nice stretch that works for you, wherever you might be tight. And come on back to the middle. Come back up to a seated position. Go ahead and take your right foot and put it over here under next to your left hip. All right. And we're just gonna twist to our right. So you can put your hand on your knee, one hand behind you. If all you can do is get just a little twist here, that's fine. Put your hand back. You want to stretch out that middle section in your hips. Okay, go ahead and switch those feet and come to the other side. So use your hand to help twist you. Again, you want to lead from down at the bottom of your trunk, not from your head and your neck. Your head and your neck are just coming along for the ride. That will help you get a good stretch in your hips and your buttocks. Okay, come on back forward. And then we are going to go into a staff pose. All right. First, we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. And then we're just going to fall forward as we breathe out. Just let everything hang. You can just let your feet fall out to the side. Just get a nice gentle stretch all along your back muscles. And the back of your head. And then come on up. And let's do a forward bend where we give it a little bit of effort to come forward. So hands up. And then come forward as far as you can. So if that's right here, you can grab hold here and pull yourself forward. If that's out next to your hands and that's where you're comfortable, or you can do a foot grab if that works for you. Think about coming forward at your hips before you come forward with your upper body, and then just let everything drop where your hips are getting a nice stretch, but not painful. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Just sink in. It is so quiet here. It's really kind of crazy. I don't do well without background noise. So let's take your left foot and put it in to a nice seated tree position. So if you need to have this down here, wherever you need to have it is fine, wherever you're comfortable. All right, and again, we're gonna bring our hands up, come forward, do a grab if you can. You need to grab onto your lower leg here just to pull yourself down to try to get a little bit more of a stretch. That's great. Again, think about coming forward with the lower part of your trunk first, so you're not putting too much heavy stress on your lower back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch. So bring bring your left leg forward and bring your right foot into your inner thigh if you can. All right, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And grab hold if you can and bring yourself forward. The goal is to get your nose to your knees, which has taken me many, many years to be able to accomplish. So it's just slow progress with yoga, but it's amazing how just a little bit every day can make a huge difference. Take one more deep breath in and a deep breath out. And come on back up to staff pose. All right, so we're gonna take your left leg and you're gonna bring your knee up. And we're gonna do this two different ways. First, we're going to just turn to this side. So you're gonna turn to your left and bring it this way. You can bring this arm to the outside and try to push so that you're getting a nice twist in your hip area and your lower ab area, lower back. Okay? And then we're gonna come around and twist the other way. So you can bring this arm, your left arm on the inside of your left leg and twist to this side. And again, you wanna be using this to get some momentum to twist your lower body, and then you can just turn your head and your neck back this way. All right? And then let's bring that leg back down. Let's do the other side. So first bring your right leg up. You're gonna bring your left arm over it and twist back to the way we were just looking. Again, I hope you have something good to look at. Not having to look at just things that are dirty in your house and stressing out about that, like I always am. And then bring your leg back down. Oh, sorry, bring your arm back around. We'll go this way. All right. We're gonna come back to the middle. Now we're gonna try to do that with a little bit of a half lotus. So you're gonna just try to bring a foot up into the top of your leg. So if kind of like our figure of four, try to go a little higher. All right, so let's start with your left leg. See how high you can get it up. And then this time you're gonna do the same thing we're gonna come forward over this foot. So you're gonna think about coming up and over your foot if you can, if it's close enough. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, come forward, try to grab hold of that foot. Let everything fall down. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's put our arms behind us and drop back. Open up that back a little bit. Okay. Come on forward and let's switch our legs. So now we're gonna bring our right foot. Try to get that heel up into your hip crease if you can. And if you need to stay at a seated tree instead, that's fine as well. If you can just get this up here a little bit, it's just gonna help get a little different stretch if you can. But if it's uncomfortable, just go back to your seated tree or your figure of four. Deep breath in, come forward. Just sink into that and use your hands if you're able to grab hold of something to pull you forward over that foot. Come on back up. All right, so we are going to move down onto our belly, and I'm just going to do a little movement of my mat here so you have a little bit of an angle to see what we're doing. All right, so just lower yourself down. Supine position on your back. Just bring one leg up. Pull back on that leg. So get your hands up as high as you can. Try to keep this knee straight. Keeping that knee straight is going to give you a better hamstring stretch. Even if you're way up here, it takes a long time to stretch those muscles out. It's real slow. Keeping that knee straight will help you get a better stretch. Let's drop that left leg and do our right leg. Drop that back down. All right, now we're going to bring your left leg up, and then we're going to, if you can grab hold of your foot, great. You can bring it over here. If not, you can bring your foot, just drop it yourself. Okay, you want to roll that hip a bit. You can put your hands out to the side, or again, grab hold of this foot if you're able to. This leg might be way up here. Might still be up here, wherever it needs to be. Just really sink into it so you stretch all the way across this hip. And then bring it back up and back down to the ground. Bring that right leg up. Bring it up. If you want to do a nice stretch here first, you can. Bring it over to the side. It's not as easy for me to grab my foot on this one. So again, both sides are going to be different. Everybody's body is going to be different. It takes a nice pressure off your hips there. Just really opens those up. Okay. And come on back to the center. Now we're going to bring our knees up to our chest. Give a nice squeeze and pull them toward you. And then we're going to roll those over to your right. Take your left hand out to the side. Put your right hand down on your knees to push and stretch that out. And then if you can, look over your left hand to get a nice twist for even a more deep stretch. I guess I should say deeper stretch. Great, and bring your knees back up to the center. And let's go to the other side. Drop them down. Put your left hand on your left knee. Oops, right knee. Bring your right arm out to the side. Try to push down. Now you look over. Bring your knees back up to the center. And now we're going to do a happy baby's pose. So we are going to take your legs out to the side, put your hand on either side of them. You're going to try to use these hands to kind of push your knees toward the ground. So you're going to get a nice stretch back here, probably on your inner thigh as well, depending on what your tightness level is. It's just going to open those hips up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, now we're just going to cross our legs here and try to do a little rolling like this. So you can cross your left leg over your right leg, put your hands on your feet, and just try to get enough momentum that you can do a little bit of a roll. It's a little bit awkward at first, Let's go ahead and switch our legs so your right leg's on top. This time we're gonna do a couple little movements, get some momentum, and see if you can get enough momentum to get yourself all the way up. If not, you can just turn over and meet me in prone position on your belly. Okay, so we did a lot of forward bends there, so we're gonna do a little bit to stretch our front of our body and go into some extension. So we're gonna start with a low cobra. You wanna have your hands next to your chest, your feet behind you with your toes straight out. You're just gonna do a little push. So you wanna think about dropping your hips a little bit, keeping your elbows at your side, just pushing up into a little extension, and then come on down. And we're gonna push up again. This time you can go a little higher if you can, whatever your comfort level is. I'm more comfortable, honestly, up high than I am doing it lower. Again, drop those hips. Try to look up if you can. And come on down and lower. And let's go up as high as you can this time. So push. Again, stretch to your comfort level. And then bring your head back to neutral. And you can look over your left shoulder or just to your left, whatever your neck has the potential to do without being uncomfortable. And then come back to the center. And then let's look over your right shoulder. And come on back down. Okay, we are going to just thread your left arm underneath you and just kind of roll to your side and bring those knees up and stretch on out. So you've got your left arm over open and you're over on your left side, and then you can just open that other arm out to stretch you as is comfortable. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then straighten your legs, roll back onto your belly, and let's do it the other way. So you're gonna bring your right arm underneath, thread that through, bring your knees up close to you, then just open this arm up. And if it only can come here, that's fine. You can bring it out to the side. You can get a little bit better of a twisty, stretchy thing there. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And roll back onto your belly, straighten your legs. Bring yourself forward. Okay, so now we're going to put our arms down and lift up here into somewhat of a tabletop to be able to bring our leg forward to go into pigeon. So bring your right leg forward and just sink your left leg back and try to drop forward. And if this is too much for you, if bringing this leg back is too much, you can stay here and do like a 45-45 or a 90-90. Just come forward in that. But if you're able, get that left leg back behind you. Even if it's not all the way forward here yet, if you can't get your hip all the way forward and you're a little off to the side, you're still getting a nice stretch along this hip of your bent knee. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and fall forward. And then put your hands back down. We're going to switch those ends. Bring this leg back. Bring your left leg forward, wherever it is comfortable for you. And again, if doing it this way, if you can get into this pigeon a little easier, great. If you need to bring the back leg up farther, or just a little bit. Go to where is comfortable for you. And then go ahead and drop forward onto your arms. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just sink into your hips. Hopefully you guys will have nice open hips after this class. Okay, go ahead and use your hands to push yourself back up. And we're gonna come into a log stacking pose, which is one of my favorites for opening up our hips. So you're gonna take your right leg on top of your left leg if you can. If you cannot, go ahead and just put it in front of your leg, okay? And if you can only get, here, I'm able to get it up to this position, but if you need to be a little spread out, that is fine as well. Still turned sideways. All right, so we're gonna get in our log stacking pose, and we're just gonna take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Come forward. You can have your hands up or your hands down, whatever's comfortable for you. Hopefully you're getting a nice stretch on the back of that hip. Opening those up. Then come on up, and we're gonna do a little wave over the side of our body. So wave over to your right, come up, wave over the center, come up, and then wave over to your left. And if this is available to you, you can put your arm in your crease of your bottom of your foot here and use that to kind of twist your back and bring this other hand behind your back and try to do a little bit of a bind behind your back. If you can just get it right behind your back, that's like the best place to start. Working your way back farther if you can. Opens your shoulder up really nicely. Okay, and then come back over the center, and let's switch those feet. So now your left leg will be on top. So take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Step forward. Nice. Let your head drop. Come on up. We're going to wave over your left side. And wave over the center. Over your right side. And again, if you can put your elbow in your foot, bottom of your foot there, and kind of use it to twist yourself back. Bring this other hand around to a bind if you are able, or just behind your back. Really try to twist your trunk toward the sky. Sometimes when I do this, I hear a lot of cracking in my hips, which is probably not good. Let's come back to the center. So now we're gonna try a half lotus and a full lotus. So again, not something you might be able to do easily until you've done yoga for a while. This one actually was pretty easy for me to begin with because from dancing, we did a lot of stretching in this area. So I was able to do that when I started. But let's take your right foot, put it up into your hip crease, and just try to stay there for a second, see how that feels. All right, and then let's try to bring your left foot up on top to get you into lotus. So this was what I started with. That was fairly simple for me to begin with, but when I started doing this, I used to have to hold it up here. It kept sliding off, so just bring it to where you can. If you're holding it right here with your hands, that's fine. You can get it all the way in, that's amazing. Right? Whatever position of lotus you're in, just try to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're going to bring our legs back out and switch sides. So bring your left foot up first. This may be easier or maybe harder than the other side. And then try to bring this right foot up as well. Again, you can hold it here. You can still be down here and you're just trying to pick it up a little bit just to get that stretch and get that movement. All right, and let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then let your legs come out and go ahead and move yourself back into your Shavasana position, wherever that might be. I'm gonna stay seated. Just give you guys a few minutes for relaxing. So let all of your body drop into the mat. Drop your shoulders. Let your head and neck relax. Let your legs fall out to the side if that's comfortable. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And try to give your mind and your body a few minutes of rest. All right, so go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Roll over to your left side, bring your knees up. Go ahead and push yourself up into sitting. And that is all for today. Hopefully your hips feel nice and open and you can have a great day. All right, friends, see you soon. Next time I will be in Wyoming, Yellowstone and Green Tetons. So we should have very different scenery next time. All right, bye.